So right now is 2:34. It's Thursday. I think it's August 15. And in today's video, I'm gonna be picking up my dream car. And this is a different type of video, but I wanted to share this onto YouTube just to share a little bit about my life, my own personal goals, and some of the things that I'm just really proud of. And getting this dream car that I'm gonna be picking up today has been one of my dreams for literally the last few years, right? I'm not gonna talk about what the car is right now. You're gonna see later on in this video, but pretty much so far today, last night I actually couldn't really sleep because I guess I was just so excited about getting the car and I just couldn't sleep. And I remember lying down on my bed at maybe 2 a.m. I lied there for 20 minutes, couldn't fall asleep. So I got back up and just did some more work. And then I actually ended up sleeping at 7 and I woke up at around 10:30, 10:35 a.m. ish. I took 2 calls, filmed some SOPs for some of my team members, went to the gym, and right now it's almost 3 p.m. and I'm about to head over to the dealership with my brother. My parents are going to be there to meet me as well because I want to share this experience with them, that crazy experience. But yeah, I'm just going to take you guys along with me to pick up my dream car today. So I'm actually on my way to the dealership, but I wanted to film this part as well just to get this out there, right? Because a lot of you watching me, I make a lot of business content. So there's a pretty decent chance that you run a business or you're thinking about starting a business, right? And even though I'm making this video more so for inspirational and motivational purposes, I want to be extremely clear that when you're running a business, you always want to reinvest your profits. So for example, this car that I'm about to pick up, my dream car, I probably could have bought this car 6 months ago, maybe even a year ago, but I didn't, right? Because at the time when I was making money, I was stacking all this cash, doing all these things. I figured if I just reinvested this money back into my business, into client acquisition, into talent, my business will grow exponentially. And that's exactly what happened, right? And because you see all these people online, all of these gurus online, they go out, they get to their first 10K month, 15K month, 20K month, and then now they go out and buy a supercar, or they go out and do all these other things, buy this $3,000 Louis Vuitton duffel bag, whatever the case is. And do not do that. That's the biggest mistake that you can make in your business. You are literally just sabotaging yourself and stacking the odds against you to actually succeed and make more money in the long run. So for example, this car that I'm driving right now, this car that I'm sitting in is a 2018 Mazda 3. And I bought this a few months ago because my old car was actually breaking down every single time I turn it on. It literally wouldn't turn, on, and I'd just be making weekly trips to the mechanic to try to fix it, right? And I'm gonna actually try to find a picture of my old car. It was an old Honda Civic, and after that car broke, it was just done. I bought this Mazda 3 and it wasn't super expensive. I probably could have got a much more expensive car that was easily double the price, maybe even triple the price, but I decided not to because I wanted to save that money, take the difference and reinvest it back into my business. And I want to make this point extremely clear. When you first see success in your business, don't go to the Gucci store, don't go to the Louis store, don't go buy a Rolex, don't go buy your car. Make your money, make it for several months, ideally longer, until you're at a point where you're just really comfortable and you just know for a fact that you taking out the money to buy a toy, because a car is a toy at a certain level, is not going to hamper your long-term business growth. And there is balances. Obviously, I understand the perspective of sometimes you just got to live your life. I'm 24 years old, right? I'm a young guy. I don't want to be driving a sports car when I'm 70 years old, right? I'd rather do it when I'm 24 years old, right? So I understand that perspective as well. But like anything else in life, balance is key.
A few moments later.
All right, so I just picked up my dream car. It's around 7 p.m. right now. I picked it up around 2 hours ago, but I had to go on a little drive. As you can see, it's an AMG C43. It's white over here, and if you come over here, we got the AMG tires. You know, it's big. You look inside. So I was driving it, so it's a little bit messy, but we got the white seats. I think it's pretty nice, And my favorite part of the car. So partly the reason why I bought it was because I personally think it is one of the best rear sides of any vehicle on the market, my own personal opinion. But I really like it, especially how it looks in the dark. And I literally just picked this up 2 hours ago. I bought this car around a week ago. It took me around a week to actually pick it up and deliver it. But yeah, I'm 24 years old and I just got my dream car. So I'm seated inside the car right now, the C43. Again, I think the white seats are pretty nice. I don't know if you guys could tell through the video, but I'm just super happy. I guess is my first sports car that I ever bought. And I was only able to do this because of emails. So if you're watching this video and you just don't know who I am, I run two businesses. One of them is a lead generation agency called salesword.io. The second one, I run a consulting business. And the overall gist of it is I was able to buy my dream car all because I learned how to send cold emails, right? And I don't want to sound super cheesy, but when people say that anything you could ever dream of, all your goals are all achievable, it's true, because this is my dream. And it wasn't always this way. So last night, before that, I couldn't sleep. I was actually browsing through my photo gallery, and I came across some photos, and I'm going to try to remember and do my best to attach it as a screenshot inside the video right here. But not too long ago, literally 3-4 years ago, I was taking the bus, and hopefully I put the picture right here, but that was me on the bus. And then my first car was an old car that my parents gave me. It was a really old Honda Civic, and it literally broke down every single time. And I remember at one point, I was bringing it into the shop every 1 or 2 weeks. I was sharing that car with my brother, and the bill would be like $100 or $200, and I remember literally like every 2 weeks, I would have to bring it into the shop. It cost me hundreds of dollars to repair it. And ultimately, we just decided to scrap that car because after a while, it just wasn't worth it, right? The car was barely worth anything, and all the repairs were literally worth more than what the car was. So we had to scrap that. And then I ended up buying the Mazda, an older Mazda, 2018 Mazda. Drove that for a few months. It was really good for what it is, pretty gas efficient as well. And then I decided to make the leap and buy an AMG C43, right? And this is actually my dream car. I remember even a few years ago, the reason I bought this car specifically, I've been looking for this car, AMG C43, for the longest time. And unfortunately, Mercedes actually discontinued this specific build after 2023. So in 2024, which is the year we're in right now, they stopped making it and they transitioned it to a different car, which is, I think, the CLE 53. It's just delivering in Canada now, but I think the C43 is just way nicer, and for some reason Mercedes just decided to discontinue it. And I remember messaging my boy a few years ago, and I was telling him that one day I'm gonna be buying an AMG C43. And I remember inside that message I said something along the lines of I think I said go big or go home, something like that, because at that time it was such a far-fetched dream, right? I was flipping burgers at McDonald's a year and a half ago. I was literally $15,000 in debt, and a year and a half later, I'm driving an AMG C43. I just bought my dream car, right? And I'm not trying to say this to flex or to show off, but I want you to use this if you're watching this video, and I want you to use this as proof that if you do the right things, you show up every single day, you focus on the inputs, not necessarily the outputs, you're gonna get results. It's just a matter of time. Some people get it quicker, some people get it slower. Doesn't really matter. The point is at the end of the day, you end up making it, right? As long as you continue doing the work, the hard work, even when you don't want to do it, you focus on developing skills, and you're gonna get results. It's as simple as that. And I think the other thing is gonna be a quick little business lesson here too, right? Is kind of just, this is a reminder of the importance of just building great products. Because when it comes to business, the businesses that succeed the most in a long period of time is the business that has the best products. I have two businesses. My lead gen agency, we're getting great results for clients. Our clients are literally printing cash because of the amount of meetings that we're setting for them. Now, on the other hand, my consulting program, my consulting business, right? There's tons of people in there making money as well. So my point being is the products are just really good, to the point where people, they learn about me and they just want to work with me. They just want to buy my stuff, right? And the reason why is because I had such a focus on building such a great product. And even if I wasn't making as much money as I could have, if I just started marketing and selling really hard, even though the product was kind of garbage, it really did pay off in the long run. Now, all of this to say is obviously I'm super excited, super happy with my purchase. Again, I'm 24 years old. A year and a half ago, I was drowning in $15,000 of credit card debt. I was flipping burgers at McDonald's. I literally did not have any single skills. I've tried multiple businesses in the past, got zero results, but I still kept on pushing, right? And I think even for myself, this is even inspiration as I'm filming this video, because I see what's possible, right? I'm seeing the results of my hard work, and all of the stuff that I've been doing for the last few years is led to this buildup of buying a car. I mean, personally for me, this might sound super materialistic, but one of my dreams, one of my goals really of starting a business was buying a really nice sports car, buying an AMG C43, right? And I know there's other things that are important in life, such as family, love, health, all of these other things. But for me, one of my primary goals was to actually buy a really nice car, such as this car that I'm in right now. And it's such a surreal feeling, but it's inspiration that anything is possible. Literally anything is possible if you put your head down, you try really hard. And when I say try really hard, I'm not talking about like half-assing. I'm talking about doing your best at every single moment, at every single day, even when you don't want to. And that's how you get results. And I'm 24 years old. I still have decades of business left in me, of building more businesses, making more money, helping other people make more money. And this is kind of just the start, right? And I wanted to record this video today just to serve as that reminder, not even just for you guys who are watching this video as inspiration, but so that 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, I can literally go back onto my YouTube channel, watch this exact video of me buying my AMG C43 at 24 years old, talking about this, giving this entire motivational speech. I know it sounds really, really cheesy, but yeah, that's basically what I wanted to share today.